All right, so you guys should be able to see my screen now. And so this project, I'm gonna press the green flag. And so this project is about this monkey that is basically dodging away from this virus and eating more oranges as the vitamin C. So every time that we are we eat the orange, our score goes up, and then every time the virus hits us, the score goes down. So we are going to create this project together. And so go ahead and log into your scratch.mit.edu and we can get started. Cool. So without further ado, let's get it started. I want to name this game first. So maybe eat the vitamin. So I'm going to call this project Eat the Vitamin. And what I'm going to do first and foremost is, as you remember, we have a backdrop of a colorful image. So let me just click on here. This is the backdrop area, and I'm gonna press this button, which will directly point me to choose the backdrop. I'm gonna choose the blue sky just because, just makes everything brighter. And because we are not using the Scratch Cat right now for this tutorial, I'm going to remove it and press the sprite here. And as you recall, the game is about this monkey that is dodging the virus and eating more vitamins, which is an orange. So I am going to look for, it can really be anything, but I'm going to use the monkey right now here, and probably need to make it a little bit smaller. So I'll change it to, I think 60 is pretty good. And what else do I need? So I actually downloaded two files. One is the evil virus and one is the orange that I want the monkey to eat. So both are incredibly big right now, so we don't need such a big virus on the screen. And we're going to make it smaller and also drag the virus to the side of the screen so it starts moving from there. And then also change the orange to maybe 30, maybe smaller. Okay. So also start from here. Awesome. Okay, so now we have our, hi Pete, thanks for joining. Hi Vicky, thanks for joining. So any questions so far? Are you guys following through the video? Cool. All right, so I am going to move on and start coding all these movements. So one of the things that you might remember is that the game actually has a score. So whenever we start the game, we want to start the score. All right. So I am going to start with, actually I'm going to delete this first. All right, I'm going to start with the monkey. So I want to start the game with basically just a score of 0. So what I need to do is to go inside the variable and set the variable, calling it score. You can start the score in any number as well. Like some people might want to start with 100, or easier, we can start with 0. And so we want to put the score somewhere. So we're going to put a motion there. So we will ask every time we click the green flag, we will be asking Scratch to place the score onto the top left corner. So the next thing that so pay attention here that I am choosing the monkey. So because we are essentially coding up the motions for the monkey. what we're going to do is to program the monkey such that when we press the up arrow, we will have the monkey go up, which means we're changing the y coordinates of the monkey by a certain amount. So Scratch has already set us up for a default number. So we can just keep it like that and let's check it out whether it works. So I'm pressing the up arrow key and you can see, okay, I'm keep moving, the monkey is moving up. So it works. What I'm gonna do next is to simply right click and duplicate my monkey such that, sorry, duplicate the code, not duplicating the monkey. So duplicating these two code such that I am going to just change the up arrow to this drop down menu and choose down arrow. And what I'm gonna do is to, instead of adding my y-axis, I'm going to reduce my y-axis. So basically I am making it a negative. And I'm going to quickly test out my down arrow. Great. So now we're able to move up and down the monkey, which is really what we need in terms of the monkey's movements. And one other thing I want to share with you all when coding up these projects is also to test out your code often. What I mean here is that we always want to make sure that our code is working. So what I did just now was whenever I finish one section of a code, I would just test out my code by pressing the up arrow in this case, or the down arrow in this case, such that is to confirm to ourselves that our code is working the way we want. Okay, so next, as you remember, so this project basically involves two sprites moving towards the monkey, and the monkey needs to dodge the virus and eat the orange. How it works here is, let's program the virus first. All right, so when we program the virus, what it means is that we need to make the virus keep moving from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen. And after they hit the right side of the border, it will go back to the left side and move down or up the screen and do it all over again. So it sounds really complicated, but trust me, we can pretty much handle it very well and pretty much handle it just in a few pieces of code. That's the power of Scratch. So what we can do is to first drag out the events block and the when green flag clicked block. So this is an events block that we use, and the next thing that we will use is a forever block. So forever block is the Scratch representation of a while loop, if you guys are familiar with computer science, but if not, it just means that it will repeat an action forever. So it's very intuitive that way. And what we will do next is to get the block for go-to. So this is asking the virus to start off at a set place. So right now Scratch already gave us this number, so I think we can just keep it that way, where we want the virus to start off on the left-hand side of the screen. So the y-axis is a little bit tricky. So the y-axis, we want to change it to a random number. What it means here is that every time the virus come back, we want the virus to go to a different y coordinates. So we would want to change it to -120 to +120. So the middle part of the screen is 0 and 0 coordinates. And what it means is that we want our y coordinates to be either to the top of the screen or the bottom of the screen, like anywhere in between. Next, we are going to program the repeat block. The repeat until block here essentially means that we want this action to repeat until a certain event happens. So what we will do is to have an operator. So we essentially want the virus to keep moving until it either hits an edge, which is in this case the right-hand side of the border, or the monkey, right? What we will want to do is now go into sensing. The first part is when it touched the edge. The other sensing block that we need to use is when it touched the monkey. Cool. All right, so the next part that we're going to do is that when this happens, what do we want Scratch to do? We actually want to keep changing the x-axis until the virus hit the edge of the screen or hit the monkey. So what do we want the virus to do? We want it to keep moving. So we probably don't want it to move too fast, if not the game will be really difficult. So we can actually change it to move maybe like just 3 every time. All right, so I think we're pretty happy with this code right now. And I'm gonna change this. And the last bit is that when we hit the monkey, we want the score to change, right? So, okay. So what we want to do is to actually make it another if statement. So we want an if statement here. What do we want to do when the virus hit the monkey? We want to change the score by -1, right? Okay. Cool. All right, so now this is almost halfway there. Like our game is already functioning halfway, and what we need to do next is to also program the orange to move such that we can reward the monkey whenever we hit the we hit the orange. There is actually a very fast way to program this part, which is to right click duplicate. And what you can see is that, okay, now we are duplicated, and I'm just going to drag this block of code onto the orange. Okay, I'm gonna do that again. Okay. Okay, all right, I am successfully did that, but it didn't actually do the whole thing, but that is okay because I can just use this. It's just missing a few pieces. So it's missing the forever block and the click green flag block. And what I'm gonna do is that, well, this time we are moving. So, okay, I'm not sure. Okay. I'm just gonna remove these. Okay. All right, so it's just not registering for a moment, and now it's moving. And you can see that our score is declining. And the reason is that even if we are eating the orange, it's still deducting our score, which is not what we want. So maybe we can make this game more friendly such that it will increase our score by 5 and every time we eat the orange. Okay, so we're able to regain our health pretty quickly. All right, so I think this game is actually working pretty well now. So what I will do is to further actually slow down the virus. And I'll click here and changing this number 3 to 2. And basically you can see that now the monkey is able to catch the orange pretty effectively and dodge away from the virus. And I'm going to show this in full screen. I'll actually refresh the game. Okay. Let's see if our game actually works. So our game have the score starting from 0. And, oh, okay. Seems like our monkey, the orange code is not updated. So I am going to go inside and change this. And also change back my virus to 2. So that, oh, okay, that's why, because there's actually 2 code here. All right, so I am going to change, just click into both blocks of code to make sure it's working the way I want to. And yes, so I am able to see my score go up here by 5 each time I eat the orange. And also see my score go down each time I got hit by the virus by 1. And I'm going to stop the game here. And one thing that I want to mention just now that I forgot to do, that's why the score is not showing up, is because I need to always check this box here where whenever I define a variable, Scratch actually gives us the option whether to show it on the screen, which in this case we do want to. And that's why when I was coding up the game and pressing the green flag, it was not showing up in the beginning because I didn't click this score checkbox. And so if every time you want the score to show up on the box, you always want to click this box and it will show up on the screen. So yeah, there we go. We have successfully created this game that is a remix of Eat the Banana. It is the story of this monkey eating up more vitamins and dodging up the virus. And so yeah, feel free to follow along this tutorial when you have time and leave a comment down below. Let me know how it goes for you or any sort of adjustments that you have created with this game. And I can't wait to see your project. See you next time. Bye.